松本です。
Down a list in here. Come back to that one in a minute. Shut down and restart. They're much the same. The restart will just stop the operating system and then bring the operating system back up. It doesn't actually stop the LPAR, so if you made changes to your configuration in here, that won't actually get picked up. Let's have a look at shutdown. It does it all the way down. Actually releases all the resources for the virtual machine. Let's drag that back up. We've got different things we can actually do in here. Immediate shutdown means stop the LPAR and it just halts the processor, so no flushing of disks. If you're in open firmware and it's got stuck booting up, that's fine, but otherwise not recommended if you've got an operating system down here. We've got shut down the operating system, which tells the operating system to do its normal shutdown procedure. It does wait, I think it's 5 minutes, so if you've got the time, that's okay, and it does the wall operation and warns any logged in users at a shell prompt. That doesn't help your applications, of course. If you do a shutdown immediate, then it doesn't give the 5-minute warning, it just does a regular shutdown as if you typed in the command, telling it not to hang about or give things any time. Both of those will do an orderly shutdown of your applications, warn the application is going down and let them tidy up. Nobody seems to use the won't do that because I actually want my machine running to try other things. Okay, next operation down in here, deactivate LEDs. We actually haven't got an LED against this LPAR. If this was an operating system that was reporting errors, like you had a disk drive on a adapter and the adapter failed or something, then we'll have a look at looking at those service events and clearing things down. Of course, just switching off the LED doesn't actually get rid of the error, just get rid of the annoying Glarus triangles that we can see hanging about the screen. Next we've got operations. Looks pretty cool actually. We don't use them here in production. I think we can do things like activate LPAR or shut one down. So we may have an LPAR that only works at the weekend, for example. That would work. Do a dynamic configuration. Take CPUs out of virtual machine and put them back in, perhaps on Monday morning or something. Let's just use that one as an example. It says when you actually want to do that. That's actually 6 o'clock this morning, so that doesn't help very much. And if you say put in 5 extra CPUs into your virtual machine and there's no 5 available, there's a window in here that keeps you control. Freed up. Operating. And in here you can say, look, do this every Saturday. And in the options in here, this is dynamic resources, so we can say processor, add, and then down in here we say how many extra things we want to add to the configuration, and then it'll go off and do this forever, and it'll appear on that initial list where we can manage to switch them off to do later on. Next up down in here on operations is mobility. Now we've had lots of movies about this feature. It migrates partition mobility, update on the camera has got stuck to operation. I'm not going to show you the details in here. I tend to go into evaluate because that does check to see if it's going to work or not. This LPAR has 2 RAID adapters, so we can't do the live partition mobility, but we can show you a failure. Let's go to the other Power 8 machine in here. We can, if the machine is actually connected to a different HMC, actually put the remote HMC and how to log into the other HMC in here. We'll just do a quick validate in here. It should say it's got any error. So in here, using physical slots exactly for the right reason. Okay. Again, that's probably pure virtual networks and business. Partition mobility. And here, configuration. This is a big important thing. These profiles is what you, the initial profile is what you create when you create your virtual machine. Of it, and this looks pretty much like when we look at the properties, aren't we? The properties of a particular LPAR in here. This is where they're actually getting set when we start the LPAR up, and we've got the same similar sorts of details in here. They're laid out slightly differently. We have the I/O, for example, in here. This is like the entire machine. We can see these 2 RAID controllers are the only required ones in here. The rest of the virtual adapters, the disks that we're booting off, are coming in over here from the 2 VO servers we use the virtual network. If you want to change this default profile, it's a bit annoying. You can go in here and say, look, I want to change the default to this one, and then you're thinking, well, how do I do that? Oh, this is one if we've done lots of dynamic changes to partition. We actually want to do virtual adapters, so we can create a new virtual adapter to the virtualized servers inside the machine and do that. SRIOV, big subject, we'll cover that some other time, but if we quickly look at probably the most common one you actually want to do is the processors. Okay, so at the moment we've got 3 processing units and 4 CPUs that we're allowed to spread across. We're guaranteed 3 out of the 4 we can actually see. You can see here the maximums are 4 and 4, so I can't go any higher in this. I can take it down a bit. I could take this down, take this to 2.5 guaranteed CPU. The weight factor, I could increase that. If we're making drastic changes, particularly with memory, then we'd actually want to give it a bit more time. If we're taking memory out of an L port, it has to page it all out. Give it, 64 gigabytes of memory takes quite a long time to actually page out, so we can give it an extra threshold so that it doesn't cancel the operation too early. So modifying the CPUs, and we can see here the processing units already changed down to the 2.5. Nice and quick. Similar sorts of things happen. Physical adapters are a little bit more complicated because we get that map of everything is in the box, and if they're not assigned, then we can put them in. Give it an empty slot, that's really useful. But there's some resources in here that are not assigned. Again, I can click on what we've got here, fiber channel adapters, hit OK. That would arrive. The operating system doesn't know about that. On AIX you run the config manager and you'll find the extra resources. On Linux it's a little bit more complicated. Typically you have to run a script to go and investigate your bus. Right, so we've covered those. Ah yes, Windows. The consoles or terminals. We can